Yes, good afternoon.
So what's your earliest memories of the arcade?
Probably going back to the 50s. I was obviously a teenager, just coming into my teens. And we used to come down and look in the window of Horty's. Wonder what it'd be like to play guitar. And I started playing guitar when I was in my early teens. and then joined a group, and of course we used to buy strings and plectrums and things like that from Otis Music Shop, which was the prime music shop in Dewsbury. I think there was
You'd
one.
never dream, would you, that you owned it one day?
That was when it was owned by the Otis Music Shop, by Otis, and Josephine Orty ran the shop with an elderly lady helping her. They called her a Nona, which was a strange name, and she came from Batley. Josephine Orty decided that they couldn't make it pay really, could they? And so they put it up for sale, and my brother and a professional folk musician called Bill Price, they bought the Otis Music Shop. That would be somewhere in the mid-60s to late 60s. Now Bill Price, as I say, he was a professional folk singer, and he used to go across a lot to Canada singing. And he decided at this stage that he couldn't do both. So my brother asked me if I'd like, because I was musically inclined, all our family was musically
Well, you were
inclined.
helping him out in the shop, weren't
And I
you?
was helping him in the shop as well, yes.
And Nona was still with us.
And so we put our heads together and we bought Bill's shares in the company. So my brother owned 75% and I earned 25%. We bought into the shop in 1976. And in 1986 was it, my brother died, so that left me looking after the shop full time, which I had a full-time job as well. And this was in 1987, and we, as I said, we'd run it successfully in my family for about 20 years.
Both our son and daughter worked on Saturdays. They got paid and a free record each. So that was good, they enjoyed it.
So that was really my involvement with Otis Music Shop. We kept the name Orty because it was well known in the district.
What's your connection with the arcade here in Dewsbury?
Well, it all started in 1950 when my father decided he wanted a retail, well, he had a retail shop in Church Street, Dewsbury.
All right.
And it was a bit out of town because the bus station wasn't where it is now. And he got the opportunity of having this shop in the arcade, which had belonged to the YEB, the Yorkshire Electricity Board, before he moved in. And he was very excited when he got the opportunity to have this shop, which he took around about 1950, which at that time I was still at school. I left school in 1952. But even so, I used to come into the shop and help a little bit. And then when I started work, of course, I did a lot of work doing appliance repairs. We used to sell a lot of irons, kettles, electric heaters in those days. You don't see many nowadays, I don't suppose. They're too expensive to run, aren't they? Night storage heaters and all those sorts of things. And my job was to see to the aftercare, the repair of all these appliances, up in the second floor of the shop here in the arcade. So that started in, 1952, 53. And we kept the shop until 1969. It was called Bowman to Blackburn. I mean, Bobbins and Blackman started in 1924, around about. Well, Blackman started in 1924. My father, he started a little electrical business, and eventually Mr. Bowman joined in. Perhaps 4 or 5 years later. I think it became a limited company in 1938, around about that time. And unfortunately, Mr. Bowman didn't live very long. He died. He was only 48 when he died. He died in 1948. Yes, that was it. So it became just Mr. Blackman, if you like, my father. We finished 1969.
Right.
Yeah. Which was the year that my father retired. He was 65 then. I became a member of the family, of the company, and I joined in 1952 and continued until 2001. As I say, doing quite successfully as a contracting business. I feel very sad that it has closed down, because it's a beautiful building and it needs to be used.